Ninja, a.k.a. T from Huntsville, with the Underground Railroad Show. Woo! Right. My man T from Huntsville, a.k.a. That Ninja, with the Underground Railroad Show right here on SME Live. Once again, the show will be live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, so programming for you all day long on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Make sure you follow the network. Make sure you do that. My man LD in the chat room with Spreaker.com, bless his heart, he says, what's Memorex? Bless his heart, he says, what's Memorex? So I assume that my man LD is a greenhorn, which means that he's very, very young. He doesn't remember Memorex. So there was a cassette company that made cassette tapes called Memorex. And they had this commercial. It was live, not Memorex or something to the degree. Basically, it's talking about recorded. When I say Memorex, I'm talking about something recorded. It's not Memorex. It's live. Live today. The number one Chief Rock of Vern from Jersey Show, 1 p.m., 3 p.m., The Jeff Fox Show, and 6 p.m., The Underground Railroad Show with That Ninja right here on SME. All right, but the big news from the weekend, man, in the world of sports and entertainment was congratulations to the Lady Gamecocks, man, as they win the national championship in women's college basketball. Yeah. We give our ballers and busters on Monday as well. Baller award to the South Carolina Gamecocks, man, beating Mississippi State 67-55. Baller award to Dawn Staley, her first national championship as a coach or a player. She made it to the Final Four. We'll talk about this more in depth in the next segment. But she made it to the Final Four like 3 times when she was a player at the University of Virginia. And so she got it done, man. I couldn't be more happy. I actually watched the entire game. I watched the entire Mississippi State-UConn game and saw history where Mississippi State, man, knocked off UConn 110, 111 game winning streak. So baller award to Mississippi State in that win, which happened a little bit earlier, which was phenomenal. Let me stop right there for a second and talk about that, man. That was the first women's college basketball game, as I've mentioned already. I watched 2 complete women's college basketball games this weekend. That was the first time I watched a complete women's college basketball game from beginning to end, and it was phenomenal. Shouts out for Mississippi State. Shouts out to the little William girl, man, who shot the buzzer beater at the end to once again beat UConn for the first time in 111 games. That was a great game. That was a great game. That was a great game. Yeah. I got to give it to you. And a lot of women, a lot of people that listen to the show and have listened to me for a while, man, think that I'm some type of caveman and I don't like women's sports. Such is not the case. Shut up. Such is not the case. Such is not the case. I respect all athletes, period, despite gender or whatever. A lot of times, though, man, I don't like the women's game because I think it's a little slow, methodical, and I don't even want to get into all of that. But anyway, I watched college basketball this weekend, man. Great game. Last-second buzzer beater to stop a 111-game winning streak. That was phenomenal. But then they had to play in the national championship game. And I've said this for many, many years, that the what's the term? And I can't even remember the term that I use right now. But basically the emotions that come into sports a lot of times, man, are just overwhelming. So when you have a big emotional win, like Mississippi State did have over UConn and doing something that no other team had been able to do in 111 other times, a lot of times it's hard to get up emotionally for the next game. The term that I always use is the psychology of sports. the psychology of sports, man, is it was going to be hard to get up after that emotional victory over UConn. And that's exactly what happened, man. I just think they kind of ran out of gas against South Carolina. But being from the great state of South Carolina, that's fine with me. Shouts out to the Lady Gamecocks. All hail the Queens Shawty. All hail the Queens. All hail the Queens. Shouts out to the South Carolina Gamecock men who fell a little bit short in their game against Gonzaga. Great year for Frank Martin. Great year for the Gamecock program, man. Damn. Great game for the South Carolina Gamecock men, but they fell a little bit short. Ball award to them on a fantastic season. Nobody thought that they could make it to the Final Four, including me. Nobody thought they could make it to the Final Four. Just fell a little short. And it was kind of like they didn't have the emotion defensively in the first half of that game against Gonzaga, man. They didn't play the defense that I had saw them play earlier in the tournament, where they had just swarming defense. And so second half, they had that run, 16-0 run. Once again, we'll talk about all this more in detail coming up here in the next segment or so. But they didn't have it. They couldn't get going. Like, they couldn't get right. Like, every time they made a run, they had that 16-point run, but it just wasn't enough. Real bad shot at the end where they had an opportunity to, I think, cut the lead to 2 once Gonzaga had retained the lead. They had an opportunity to cut it to like 2 points. What's the kid named? Rakim Felder, the point guard for South Carolina, took a real bad, awkward shot, man, and then from that, it was just a wrap. But they had a great season. National championship game tonight. We'll break it down. We'll kind of give you a look and a breakdown and a preview of tonight's national championship game between the men's, where the Gonzaga Bulldogs take on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And just like most of y'all, man, I'm hoping North Carolina can win this thing and kind of avenge what happened to them last year. So tonight we'll break that game down. We'll talk about the women's game from yesterday. A lot of college basketball to talk from a big college basketball March Madness weekend. Yes, sir! Yeah. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. So today, all hail the Queens. We'll talk about the game from this weekend. We'll talk about and preview tonight's national championship game. Baseball is back, man. We'll talk a little bit of baseball, too, today. A little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. A itty-bitty bit. Like the point guard from Mississippi State. Itty bit of baseball. We'll talk about that today. NBA talk, man. Coming down the stretch. LeBron and them arguing up there. NBA scores from last night as well. The New England Patriots going to do what the New England Patriots do. Yeah. The New England Patriots going to do what the New England Patriots do. What the hell happened in Tuscaloosa, Alabama this weekend? We'll get into that. And Patrick Ewing may be going home. We'll talk about that as well. Yeah. So we'll get into all of that today on the show, man. Very special day today on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. We've got 3 other live shows coming on after me. We'll have a schedule of shows that we have pretty much every day of the week that we'll announce each day this coming week. So a lot going on, man. A lot to get into, man. Spring is in the air. Let me throw this out there right now for people listening to the show. We have a hellified thunderstorm going on in Cobb County, in which we're broadcasting the show. So I'm hoping that everything will be fine, but I'm just letting you know if we have some issue as far as the show staying live, don't blame me. Blame somebody else, because we have some real issues out here with the thunder, man. I mean, it is lightning and thundering like a Mickey Ficky, all right? 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. When we get back from the break, let's talk about what happened in that national championship game between South Carolina and Mississippi State. Dawn Staley wins her first national championship. And we'll also preview tonight's game for the men. North Carolina taking on Gonzaga. Gonzaga, man, I'm going to tell you, them two big dudes they got down in the middle, man. The Collins kid and the Karnowski kid, I think his name is, man. They're freaking low down there, man. God damn. I mean, just like most of y'all, I don't watch no damn Gonzaga basketball. But them boys down there, man, the twin ivory towers. They got some freaking ivory towers. The twin ivory towers is a load to handle down there, man. But it's going to be a good matchup, man, with Weeks and Meeks and those guys, man. Ricks and those guys. So it's going to be a good game tonight. North Carolina taking on Gonzaga. We'll talk about it up next. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@theDougStewartShow.com. Don't go away. Back in 3 minutes. The Doug Stewart Show.
Rhyme theory, mind theory. Shorty was out for the dreams of living it. Thought hard about larger than life schemes of getting rich. Controlling, holding, bank rolling and such. From the young age of 9, Shorty had enough. Only scenes in his eyes was corrupt. This is how you get what you want, what you need. Top of the line for Shorty. Blooming Project C. Got the smart for the school, but love the street living. Excited his mind, fame, the vision. Napoleon claimed the name. Played the part, maintained the heart. Knew the game. Street raised to stay smart. Shorty made it art form and crafted 16. Do the math, added in dog years. That was too well advanced for all his average peers, but had a team of some wild out teens committed to. Rolling up, holding you up, slowing you up. Had his made mad up for a stripe, sizing you up. Adapt tactic for wild avenues and crews. Concealed Maddox for any trial blaze on you. Young calling the shots, only previews for dudes in all spots. Spoke for the boys who pump short shot and red tops. Now come the intricate plot, always a rivalry. Comes thinking lava, they try to be steady on the come up. High wide for opportunity. 7 signs of sin wrapped up to spell. Only time will tell who goes to heaven or hell. We be in the streets wild and out, thugged out, bugged and blackout. Lethal and provoked to arouse, hear me out. Raise up, raise up, ease up, ease up, raise up, raise up, ease up, ease up, raise up, raise up, ease up, ease up. Warriors come out to play. This is the place where worlds collide. Separate clapper from rapper and rappers from actors. In too deep must consider the factor. If it's fame, let's think it over. Only few heads get the name of supernova. The rest be focused, always bout the hustle. Looking for ways to get paid using their muscles. Some stay trouble. Will I go gold? Even hit lead? She got me fed. Should I look for a job and stop bagging my head? Until this world turn cold. Nigga, I don't care about you or how you roll. Don't hate a man for flashing. Spilling his cash he never had. So when he slips, his ass out, leave him holding his dick. Labels more dick, slip Willie. Smack a nigga silly, play tricks with they money. Too hungry, fake that. Had to do a move I learned from Havana. Desperate for greenbacks, $1 million steak cash. The meaning of this, Brooklyn H. Mill sticky. We commanders be heavy every time, ever ready. Cool, cooler, Rick, ready, shitty. Believe, no tricks up the sleeve. We bank straight at your headpiece. Not meaning no harm to make it bad for your health. Raise up, ease up, don't make it bad for yourself. Penalties are momentary. Memories of the lost who paid costs was handled by yours truly. Raise up, ease up, ease up, raise up, ease up, raise up, ease up, ease up.
Warriors come out to play.
Heavenly, extraordinary, don't compare mine to legendary, crossing thin lines. Quoting my lines is purely entertainment. My same shit, I'll blow your back out, frame it. The same shit will leave you on the floor brainless. Talking to me, best be making sense. Talking at me, prepare for ducking, only showering, cheering, you hollering. Traits laced up with talents, clean hands saying no violent. Fuck with, nothing to lose, ready to bust. Step with mine, unbeliever, luck, ill choice, your lost chance.